Perfectionism, perfectionism, perfectionism. It's perfect. So, how do we define perfectionism? Because it's simply derived from the simple word being perfect. But in simple terms, or I just got somewhere how someone else would describe being perfect is that point you get when you're tired of trying to fix something. Because in reality, do we really have perfect? If even as human beings, yes, we see we're perfect, but we're always trying to get better in one way or another. And in whatever endeavor you may be on, it's only until you get someone who's done it way better than you come to discover a better way you'd have done it. But as of the moment, when you're looking at it, everything seems to have crossed all the T's and dotted all the I's. So it's nice and important if we can be quite meticulous with whatever we're doing. But come to think of it, or in reflection to my own life, let me see, what if it's doing more harm than good in your own life? Case in point, it's this YouTube channel. It took me 1 year before I posted the first video on this channel. Why you would say 1 year? Because I had a whole year of a bunch of reasons as to why not to post anything. I had, the lighting is not nice. What am I going to say? What would people think of me? What are my friends going to think of me about this? That whole below of reasons and excuses you can have before you do that one big project that you want to embark on. And that's the problem I'm getting to see with this perfectionism thing, where we're always trying to fix every little problem before we take action, which brings me to the main problem of this perfectionism, which is inaction. As you can already see, or if you haven't noticed, the video in itself is not perfect because my pace is already trying to rush, because I'm a bit of anxious, but it's fine. Maybe a bit of mediocrity, a bit of being a clown in this whole thing, so that you can take that first step is what is required. Because look into some of the little things like morning routines. There's what we've been fed by the media, by the social media, by influencers. Wake up early in the morning, wake up at 4, drink hot water, do somersault, fix the east, ensure that your sun kissed before 6 in the a.m. If you're not doing any of this, then your life is wrecked. But once you try, the moment you write these things down, you get to realize that some of them don't work for you at all. And if you don't do them, you start feeling so heavy within yourself because I'm just not doing it right. And at times you don't even do them because probably you feel that this is just too much. So what am I doing before I keep rambling? I'm just trying to be a clown henceforth.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait, first of all, you're not going to speed past that like you didn't just say what you just said.
In one way or another, not literally a clown. Definitely you sort of have an idea of what you're doing, but I just don't need to have everything figured out. The whole picture will unravel later on, but I need to always take the first step, and so should you. Just try, as James Clear says in his book Atomic Habits, that for you to build the good habits, you can always try and do those tiny things. Look for that tiny step that you can take. Then probably everything will unravel as time goes on. The full picture of things, we get confidence by keep trying, we become better, we will fail. As I have said, you're probably going to make a clown of yourself. But who really cares at the end of the day? People may laugh today, tomorrow, at the end of the day. The good thing about human beings is we're always chasing for that next thing. After the second or third day, nobody will really care about what you did. And on that third day or the fourth day or a month later, you will probably be way better than if you hadn't started. Because that is where I find myself on some of the things that I never started earlier on. Just realize that, hey, maybe it's time to just take a step. And so should you. If you have such kind of problems where you think you fail, that there are things you haven't, tell me how you deal with them. I don't know. Maybe there are better ways I can find to deal with this thing where I just want to be perfect in what I'm doing and I just want to ensure everything is ticked out before I start on something. I don't know. Let me know.